Today is day 6 of our circuit breaker measures that has been put in place by Singapore government. And for those that are not living in Singapore, basically it means that it's a partial lockdown of Singapore. Most workplaces are closed. A lot of us are being tasked to work from home. The challenges of working from home is exactly why this video is all about. We have never been used to that. My day was always on work sites, and the beginning of the days will be solving problems in the workshop, then later part in the work sites, and at the evening times I'll come back to start drawings and also communicate with customers. So there's a lot of work that has been done away from the office. Working from home is a challenge for anyone in the world right now because work has never been home-based, except for certain companies that remote work has been possible. For most of us, this is why this video is so important. We're going to give you some tips on things that we discover over the week that we can actually help to facilitate work from home. Tip number 1, set out a schedule. So for example, if your schedule requires to have a meeting from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. in that 2 hours, try to keep time aside for that meeting. And when interruptions happen, you just got to deal with them and then see whether the meeting can be interrupted just to handle that disruption. Disruption like your kids coming over to ask for help during their home-based learning. It's a new term. It basically means that the schools are all closed and the kids are having to learn from home, and we now take up the roles as teachers and guardian to their homework. This actually takes out a lot of time, and this is a challenging part for a lot of parents because on one hand they got to juggle their work commitments, and on the other hand they got to juggle their children's commitment to the schoolwork as well. And I hope that all employers and managers can actually take a step back, try not to chase productivity or micromanage the time of everyone that's working from home right now. I'm a business owner myself. I feel the strain. Right now we are dipping into our reserves to try to tide over this period. Yes, there are many measures given by the government, but it's not going to be sufficient for us to totally weather through this COVID-19 lockdown or COVID-19 virus for that matter. The tip number 2 is to set up a task list. For example, if you have 10 tasks for your whole day, work on the first 5 important tasks, and when you're finished with that, that could be an accomplishment in itself. Tip number 3, a flexible work timing. Because there's going to be so many disruptions, it will be good if both the company and yourself, you give yourself a bit of a leeway. If there's disruptions in your work schedule because of kids trying to get your attention and your help for home-based learning, or for that matter if the kids is not even schooling age, they need your help for the childcare arrangements, that takes up a lot of time. Try to set up a flexible work timing whereby when the kids are having their nap or even when the kids are asleep, then yes, there will be overtime, there will be sacrifices to be made. So let's be clear about that. But managers do take note. So long as the works get done, it does not matter whether it gets done at 8:30 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. Let it be, because this is a difficult time for all of us. Tip number 4, reduce unnecessary meetings. Meetings are sometimes, not always, but sometimes a waste of time, especially now that we are using teleconferencing and many video softwares to actually help you still create the meeting environment. But I can tell you that unless it's absolutely necessary, reduce this. Make it such that everyone understand what's the need for the meeting and then move on with work. Work does not happen in the meeting. Work happens after a meeting when the clear goals are given, tasks are given, and everyone move to their own workstations. And there should not be micromanagement of your employees. Micromanagement does not work in the office space as well. So why should it be when we are working from home there's micromanagement? So same for me, I don't try to micromanage my people. I let them work from home, make sure that the things that we are trying to accomplish get accomplished after a certain amount of time or schedule. Micromanagement does not work. Tip number 5, dealing with distractions. Either kids or your parents coming to you for help or needing your attention during the workday. Deal with it, then come back quickly to your work. And understand that now the arrangement for work should be very flexible and everyone should just stay safe. Stay at home and let's tide through this together.